So some signs you may vibe with are 432, right? The number 432. And then you have ladybugs. You have a bird that's smaller than a parrot, but just as colorful as a parrot, and just as loud, and just as sweet, and just as fun, right? You have someone that likes croissants, and you have someone that likes to go to French style cafes, or they just like coffee in general, right? So this is a video that is going to come across your page when you need a confirmation, you need a sign, you need to know what is going to happen next, but rather when you should make your next step, right? So when should we move forward? When do we know to make that change, right? So we have strength on the bottom. So strength is very much rooted in your situation. When you feel grounded in your situation, this is something that gives you confidence within yourself to take that big step. But at least you won't lose yourself within it. You're able to tell people, I get what you're saying, but I don't care about what you're saying because it's not reflective of my reality in this moment. No, thank you. Try again next time, okay? The cards that came out was faith and passion in reverse, okay? So when should we make that next step, and when should we make that change? Okay, it's not a matter of you lose passion for the things that you care for. It's more so you're focusing in your energy and you're not making hasty decisions, right? You're willing to slow down, anchor down, okay, and you're willing to trust your spirit, trust God, whoever, that they're gonna guide you in the right direction. When you're willing to put all your bet on your future and all your bets on what spirit has for you, that's when you know that things are going to go for you in a better way, that you're going to level up in a huge significant way. Okay, spirit's like, I got you, boo, and then you say, I got you too. Like, that's what's important, is that you're willing to trust spirit faithfully, because your faith is what's going to get you through this moment, right? You may feel alone, you may feel stressed, you may feel like the world is coming on your shoulders, but just know that you're going to be blessed 1,000-fold. You know, God is not going to sit here and let you hang. You're not going to be in a situation where spirit is going to give you more than you can handle, right? Let me see, I'm going to cut it. So that's why movement is being slowed down. You see, movements in reverse. That's why you're kind of a standstill, because you may feel like things are happening to you for no reason. Yeah, ghost in reverse. You got to show up for yourself. You got to show yourself that you are worthy, that you are in love with the life that you're living, that you are capable of fulfilling this goal that you have for yourself, that you want this life that you want for yourself, okay? Spirit's going to take everything you say personally. Spirit's going to be like, oh, so you really don't want that for real? You told me that you want a happy life, but you're sitting here fucking around with people that don't want the same for you. You're sitting here fucking around with people that want you to be as low and as dirty as you. Not as dirty as you, but as dirty as them or whatever. They're not taking care of themselves, and they hate when people level up faster than them. They want people, they celebrate you when your wins are smaller than their wins, basically. Okay, and spirit doesn't think that's fair for you. Spirit doesn't think that you need to stay in an environment that wants you to be small. You gotta think big, bitch.
You need to be thinking big, bitch.
You gotta think big. You think it's small.
Bitch, you think it's small. We need to be thinking big.
You gotta think big, bitch. That's the okay. Oh, that's the first thing. You gotta think big, bitch. Once I find that meme, I'm gonna put it somewhere in here, but that's funny. Okay. What other messages do you have for my collective spirit? What we got? Ponder karma. Okay, and on the bottom it says T first. So we're taking that moment. We're going to reflect. We're going to do what we got to do. Okay? But in a sense, we are having to understand why things are happening the way that they're happening. Think about how a doctor tells you that you have a 50% chance of doing this and a 90% chance doing that. If we do this, you may not survive, but if we do this, it's a guarantee, right? So your choices matter. What you do matters. And we are grains of sand. And you just got to trust that you're going to be successful in whatever you have planned for yourself, right? But yeah, so we have to think about the choices that we made previously. And we got to think about why we're here now. What have we done in the past that has placed us in this moment that we feel unhappy, that we may feel unfulfilled. What have we surrounded ourselves by? How can we change our situation? Right? Health is very important in this moment as well. You may want to work out more, drink more water, eat better. That's something. If health is a signal for you of change, you may feel the need to take care of your hair, do more deep conditioning treatments, self-care, go get a massage. You may want to feed into your hobbies, things like that. Things that you've been neglecting, right? Because typically when you go to a doctor, you're not always there to hear good news, right? There's some type of personal neglect that's happening there, whether you're not brushing your teeth or eating correctly, right? But I'm not trying to hate on you. I promise. I'm just thinking about the things that could be connected. Okay, so we're pondering karma, and we're thinking about how we got here, and we're willing to be vulnerable with ourselves and understand that change is necessary, right? And we're willing to accept the fact that we have placed ourselves here. It's just biting us in the ass sometimes, and I get that we don't make the best decisions, but we're only human. We're only human. Alrighty, so what's our final messages before I close out this reading? Thank you. We have the Knight of Wands. So let's look into it. I love that. Okay, so when I was trying to record this video, the Temperance was on the bottom. And the message was really big on allowing people to help you, allowing people to be in your situation, or at least allowing Spirit to co-create with you, right? We're allowing ourselves to be balanced, and we're allowing ourselves to be vulnerable in this moment. And so whatever we do is going to reflect that. Whatever you say is going to reflect that, as I said before. So we are going to embrace the Knight of Wands. Embrace the fact that you have the power, and you have the speed, and you have the motivation to continue forward. You are a master manifester, and we're going to allow ourselves to make decisions for ourselves. We're going to allow ourselves to be in our masculine energy and enjoy the fact that we can create, right? We've spent so much time in our feminine manifesting that we haven't been putting forth the action to create the result that we desire. Because even though you put it out there, you still have to work towards it. And you're capable of doing just that. You have the tools necessary. All right, what are we accepting? The Four of Wands. We're accepting the fact that we are in a position to be celebrated. We are in a position to have community, right? The Four of Wands. We're here to be happy. We're accepting the fact that our environment is what we make of it. So choose what you desire and continue forward. What are we releasing? The fact that we are not lovable, right? We are releasing that negative self-talk, okay? We are releasing that we are not good enough. Babe, you're good enough and I don't want to hear about it, right? Because we got the Star card that came out too. So that's your hope. That's your star at the end of the tunnel. That's the light, okay? So keep your eye on the prize. This video is about to end, but I love you. And I hope you're having a great day. All right, I'll see you later.